can you see if you can find a picture of an enema bag? They sell disposable enema bags. Sometimes it's called hot water bottles, but there's an enema bag, and they're plastic. You fill the enema bag with water. You then, there's an enema bag. It looks like a hot water bottle. Now that one is not a disposable one, but maybe you can find a picture of a disposable one in a minute. But let me describe what everyone's seeing here. The enema bag gets filled with water. That little S-shaped metal thing gets put on the top of a door. You hang the enema bag up filled with water. You then put the tube into the enema bag. You lie down on the floor, usually on, a carpet or a towel or something, and you insert the tube into your rectum. And then you release the valve and the water flows into your rectum. And you would be amazed of how much water can flow into the rectum. When all the water is flowed into the rectum, you remove the tube from your rectum, you get up, you hold it for as long as you can, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Then you sit in the toilet and you release. And the water clears out the rectum. It's called a high enema or an enema. A high enema is a little different than an enema because it goes higher than just a regular enema. And it lasts around 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Sometimes they call colonics, and there's two types of systems. One's called an open system and one's called a closed system. First, let me show you the open system. Can you show a picture of the open system, Trey? If you go online and just punch in open system colonic, there are 4 or 5 different brands. You go to a person, and this is what the room looks like. They tell you how to use it. You basically take your clothes off and lie down. You take a tube, put it into your rectum, and you cover yourself up, and then you turn it on. And the water simply just goes into the rectum. It's coming in via gravity. And because of this setup, you're releasing nonstop, and it just flushes down, and you see through a tube all this stuff that's coming out of your body. Is there another picture you got there of the, yeah. So this is what you look like when you're actually getting the colonic using an open system. It's very relaxed. You're by yourself. There's nobody there. You can use your cell phone. You can listen to music. You can just relax. And if you turn to the left, in this particular case, there's a tube, so you can see the stuff coming out of you, and you cannot believe what comes out of you. Black things that look like inner tubes of tires come out. That's the system that I recommend. It's an hour to an hour and a half, depending on where you go. But you have to get one every day. The second system takes about 45 minutes, and it's called a closed system. Can we show that one? So a closed system looks like this, and you're lying down on the table, and there's a colon therapist who's there. And she takes the tube and she puts it into your rectum, or you insert it yourself. And then she turns a valve and puts water in, and then turns it and then lets the water come out. And it goes back and forth, and she'll use some warm water, some colder water. She'll massage your stomach to help release things that are blocking the colon. This gets the toxins out. You can see through the middle tube there all the stuff that's coming out. Now, the facility I went to first, they used this system. Since then, I've been to places that use the open system, and I prefer the open system much better. Thanks. That's good for that. But I'll tell you what happened. So the first day, I get into the colon room, and the therapist there, I'm very nervous. I've never done this before. I'm kind of embarrassed. She's putting something up my rectum, and I'm like, I got to kind of get used to this. But she's a professional, and I'm here for health benefits. And she goes, yeah, just look at this tube. You can see the stuff come out. And she says, the darker it is means the longer it's been there. And you can see if it's hard, like a rock, or if it's soft. If it's hard like a rock, it's been there a long, long time. And it would never come out because you'd never passed it in the toilet. But when you get these toxins out, you're going to feel better. The body then can absorb nutrients better into the colon, and your whole life is going to miraculously change. Your health is going to just skyrocket. So I'm there for the first day, and stuff comes out, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm clean now. I'm not eating. So when I go the second day, I don't know why I need 2 of them, but they said you have to have one every day. But I'm confused because I saw so much stuff come out the first day. Clearly, I'm not putting anything in. I'm fasting. So on the second day, there shouldn't be anything there. So I go in the second day, and just as much, as a matter of fact, more stuff came out the second day, and darker things. And I said, I'm confused. I haven't eaten in 24 hours. And we did one of these yesterday. Where is this stuff coming from? She goes, this is stuff that's still in your colon. It's impacted. She goes, it's going to take a while to get all the old stuff out. And for 45 minutes, stuff is just going through this tube, and I am amazed. The third day, I'm thinking, I feel clean. I go in, I get the colonic, and dark, black, this big, long black thing, it looked like a black inner tube was floating by. She goes, oh, that completely impacted your colon. She goes, if you were to touch that with a stick, it'd feel like hard rubber. She goes, that's preventing nutrients from being absorbed into your system. And this is why you're always hungry, because your body's not absorbing nutrients from the food, so your body says, feed me more, feed me more, feed me more. She goes, Kevin, when you go through this, you're going to realize your appetite's going to radically change, completely change, and your energy levels are going to skyrocket. And when you eat some food, instead of getting tired and lethargic, your body's actually going to assimilate the nutrients from the food, and it's going to be like you just got a jolt of energy. So when you actually eat food, it's going to be fuel. It's going to feed you. It's going to give you energy. Instead, I go, no, when I eat food, I get tired. I want to take a nap. She goes, yeah, because you have probably a candida yeast overgrowth, and you're not absorbing, and your body just can't digest it. So you're making it work too hard. The fourth day, the fifth day, the sixth day, every day when I went in, stuff is coming out through this tube. The seventh day, I'm thinking, I haven't eaten anything in 7 days. I'm drinking a gallon of water, and I got 4 ounces of juice. There can't be anything left in my colon, and stuff's still coming out. It got clear on day 20. Day 20. Now, I wasn't an old person. I was 21 years old. And I'm thinking, what happens if I haven't done one of these and I was 50 years old? Imagine the stuff that's in your system. And this was mind-boggling. I said, I need to do this at least once a year just to get all the toxins out that I put in the last 12 months. And I have been ever since. It's miraculous what happens when you juice fast.
Hi everyone, John here. So I'm going to share a little bit about human physiology. This is the alimentary canal or the food canal. Food enters your mouth, down the esophagus, into your stomach. Then food enters your small intestines next, which is 4.5 meters, roughly 15 feet, followed by the large intestine, another 1.5 meters in length, and out the back for elimination. To put it into perspective, from the floor to the basketball rim is 10 feet off the floor, or roughly 3 meters. Now, for many individuals, they are chronically constipated. When elimination is incomplete, residues of all feces that have been building up in layers on the walls of the colon, as they putrefy, they can cause health problems, pain, and discomfort. Earlier, Kevin also shared about the colon hydrotherapy. The colon hydrotherapist is going to insert hot water through your rectum. They're going to help excavate all this waste material inside the colon. But recognize that when you are doing a colon hydrotherapy, you're only cleaning out the colon. To give you a little bit more perspective over here, this is your large intestine. Many individuals out there, they are completely impacted with fecal matter inside their colon. You need to learn how to go from the picture on the left to the picture on the right. The small intestine is much longer than the large intestine. We need to clean out both the small and large intestine. Now, I've tried coffee enemas before. I was not successful with that protocol at all. I'm going to share a protocol with y'all. You guys can look this up in the descriptions below. I've used this protocol since 2019. This is a protocol that you drink down. You don't need to go to a colon hydrotherapist. You don't need to get a coffee enema. You can do this in the comfort of your own home to start to eliminate all this waste material trapped inside both the small and large intestine. I am a health practitioner. I have a program and it's called the Mega Poop Transformation Challenge. Lose 3 to 5 pounds per month without going to the gym. This was me before. I had a lot of chronic constipation issues. Even though I was working hard at the gym, I had a personal trainer trying to eat right, but it was 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I would lose a few pounds, gain it all back, and then some. And picture on the right, this is me pretty much all year round. If this is what you're looking for, if this is something that you're interested in, you just want to get this protocol, I will teach you how to get these ingredients, put them in the right ratios, and also how you prepare yourself for the Soft Flush protocol so you can increase your success. So I want you guys to know something that Kevin is doing right now for a limited time offer. He is giving out his program, Your Wish is Your Command, completely for free. You want to just click the link in the descriptions below. There will be my first link in the descriptions. I also have the link in the pinned comments. And once you click on it, what you want to do, you want to click buy now. You want to enter the coupon code. It's very important you have the coupon code so you can get this program for completely free. The coupon code is YWIYC. You just type it in there and hit apply. You can see that right now with the discount code, you get it completely for free. And you want to fill out all this information, your contact information, billing address. It's not going to charge you, but this is how you're going to complete your order. You're going to get an email. An email is going to instruct you how to access